Hey guys, happy Monday. It is Monday morning here and I am feeling good, which feels like a rarity these days. So while I have these positive vibes, I am going to try and spread them. Today I am here with a video with a bit of a difference. I have always wanted to do a video like this, but I've always been a little bit nervous. And I just feel like currently being in our self-isolated world, it's a better opportunity than ever. There are these YouTubers that I have been following for quite a while now. They are young, beautiful twins from Australia. I think they live in Sydney. I could be wrong. Also, I don't know how to say their last name, so I'm totally gonna butcher it. I think you say they're called the Mescia twins. Full of positive vibes, positive spirit. I love the message they put out. Their videos are really entertaining and they just came out with a home workout guide with their PT. I have never done a workout guide before, which seems crazy because I've been in the fitness industry for 7 years now, I think. I've just always done my own workouts. I have worked as a PT for the past 5 years. I have a degree in exercise science. I'm stubborn and a control freak. So when it comes to doing what I do in the gym or at the moment at home, I put together my own stuff because I know what works for my body, I know what I like, and I know my own fitness and health goals. I just thought, let's do something different. So on their website, they have a downloadable link where you can get 2 weeks of their guide for free. So I was like, okay, I'm curious. I'm gonna have a little look. So I downloaded this guide and I think that the 6-week guide is $20 or $30. I will put the price on the screen. I'll also leave a link to their website and where you can get the ebook down below. I downloaded this 2-week guide and it actually looks really, really good. It looks really professional and I like that they have worked with a PT to create this rather than just creating it off their own backs. While they may have this knowledge, it is actually unprofessional to put out fitness and health advice without the backing of someone that does have the qualifications. And it also can be upsetting to people that do have the qualifications that people of influence are able to put out these guides and make profit from it just because they are a well-known person. So the fact that they have worked alongside a PT here, really fantastic. The guide itself is very aesthetic. It's really well written, like I said. I really like that it has warm-ups, cool-downs, it has full body days, upper body days, lower body days. There are different types of training. So there's some strength days, there's some circuit days, there's some every minute on the minute workouts. It actually looks really, really good. It's full of credible advice, in my opinion, and if you are doing something for the first time, or maybe this is the first time you're following a guide, I think it's actually a really, really reputable source. I have decided that today I'm going to put 2 of the workouts to the test. I have nothing better to do, so I'm like, let's do 2 of the workouts. I think that the 2 I'm going to do are Tuesday, week 2, lower body, and I like that if there is a comment in green, it's a way to make it easier. If there's a comment in red, it's a way to make it harder. I like this because it removes the feeling of, oh, I can't do that. You can do this alternative, and it's not saying that it's better or worse to do either or options. Just if you have a weight, add some weight. If you have a band, add a band. If you need to do the push-ups on your knees, do them on your knees. I really like that. The Tuesday week 2 lower body is a little bit more strength based, and I like that it has a warm-up, lots of dynamic stretches and things that will get your heart rate up a bit. Love that. It follows the A, B, C, D format. What you would do if you are doing like supersetting, tri-setting, A1, A2, A3, that is one circuit, I guess you could call it, and then you move on to B once you've done however many rounds of that. There are 2 exercises for A1 and A2, squat into double side kick and curtsy lunges. There are 4 sets. So you'll do that 4 times and then you'll move on to B. Forget about A. Some of these exercises are things that I am not familiar with. They're probably stuff that I have done before, I just don't know the names. And this is what you have to be careful with the guide. There may be exercises where you think you know what to do, so you do it and you could put yourself at risk of injury. So what you need to make sure you do is you're researching these beforehand, and especially like try and watch little YouTube videos so you can get an idea of what the actual exercise is rather than just trying to read it on an online website. Then we've got step ups, glute bridges, squat jumps, lunge pulses, squat pulses, kneel to squat. First 2 circuits are 4 rounds, second 2 are 3 rounds, and then a little cool down. And then I will be doing the Wednesday week 2 full body. That follows the EMOM format, which is every minute on the minute. 1 minute of an exercise and then you'll change. You can have a few seconds break in between, that's fine. So this jump lunges, squat hold, which is gonna be tough after doing the lower body workout, push-up, shoulder taps, planks, bicycle kicks, burpees, mountain climbers, and I'm familiar with all of those. So it's really good because it's using dynamic, challenging exercises, but ones that most of us, especially if you have been doing fitness for a while, you'll be quite familiar with. So I'm gonna do those 2 today and see how I go. I basically just want to review the program as a whole. There is actually an index in the 2-week guide that has a little bit of an explanation about some of the exercises, which is fantastic. I think the double side kick, ooh, people. New isolation game, take a shot of espresso every time I say the word like in the following sequence. I feel proud of them, and I think it's because, like, I think these girls are maybe 20 and, like, I'm 24, so, like, I feel like a motherly figure here. I wonder if, I'm gonna do a little bit of research on the 6 weeks guide itself. I wonder if it has, like, some nutrition stuff. I'm going to get myself together, and then we're going to head outside, and I'm gonna try both of these workouts. I'm looking forward to a different challenge because I am very set in my ways, and I always do the same workout. Not the same workouts, but the same type of thing. Let's go try this out. I'm quite excited, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna start the lower body session now. There are 6 different warm-up exercises. There are squat stretches, bodyweight squats, hamstring walkouts, crab walks, and glute bridges, which I'm gonna be doing with a band, and mountain climbers. So you just do 1 round of those. Let's go. Hamstring stretches that the warm-up guide is referring to, but these warm up my hamstrings and I like them. That was a very quick warm-up. Usually I would probably do about 2 or 3 rounds of that, but I'm just gonna stick with the 1. Even though I'm a control freak, I'm just gonna try and stick to this as much as I possibly can. Now the first exercises are squats with a double side kick. So I'm gonna be holding onto a dumbbell here. It will help with stability. It will add a little bit of extra resistance. Look, my dumbbell's only 3 kilos, so that is very negotiable. Then I'm gonna be doing some curtsy lunges, which I'm gonna use my barbell for. I don't actually know how much the barbell I have weighs. I think it's around 15 to 20 kilos. I'm gonna have that on my back for doing the curtsy lunges. Those exercises, they're not ones that I've done in a while. Actually, I haven't done the squat press before at all. I haven't done curtsy lunges in ages, so it was really nice to do them. I also like these are just thoughts that are coming up while I'm doing this, that once the gyms do open again, this would be super good to do in a gym because that's when you can progress, you can add different weights, but it's also really well done at home. Time for set 2. So round 2, we have 8 step-ups on each side. Again, I'm using the barbell, and then we have, I think it's 12 glute bridges on each leg, which I'm going to be doing with a band, and I elevate my legs a little bit because I'm a tiny human being. Next set is one that is definitely out of my comfort zone. So my comfort zone are weights, dumbbells, barbells. I love it. I love it. My discomfort zone is bodyweight exercises and exercises that burn. Pilates is my idea of a burning hell. Anyway, the next set is 3 sets of 15 squat jumps and then 22 lunge pulses each leg. They're gonna burn. I am not looking forward to it. Luckily there are only 3 sets because, yeah, I know exercises like that are good, but they're just so out of my comfort zone. Anyway, I'm going to do the next set in the shade or else I'm going to end up very sunburnt because of my fair complexion. I will see you guys in the next set of exercises. Next time I try to film a video like this, I'm not going to be lazy, and I'm going to remember that I have a tripod that I could be using right now instead of putting my camera on like a gas stove. Anyway, I am up to the last set of exercises. 40 squat pulses. And then 12 each side kneel to squats. They're really hard to explain, so you'll see what I mean by kneel to squat when I do the exercise. If you are going to do the kneel to squat, don't do it on pavement. I've got a yoga mat here, so I'm going to try and do it on the yoga mat, but the wood might still be too hard on my knees. And if that isn't the case, I will go inside and probably use the carpet because I don't want to hurt my knees. On each leg felt a little excessive. We are done. My quads are burning. So I had to take a few breaks during the squat pulses, which let me just say is completely fine. Work at your own pace. I am a bit of a princess and I don't like the feeling of lactic acid buildup, so I had to stop a few times and then reset myself. Absolutely fine. I'm gonna skip the cool down because I am gonna move on to the Wednesday workout. I don't know why I decided to do this to be some sort of challenge video. I should say, I think that took me around 45 minutes. I am gonna minus some time because, you know, I was changing the camera around, setting up, stuff like that. Took me around 45 minutes. Really good workout. My quads are burning, but I'm gonna move on to this fit workout. Again, I'll probably skip the warm-up just because I don't want to be doing this for like 100 years, but the warm-up is 10 squats, 8 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, 8 lumbar rotations, which I think is this. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna be lazy. Let's do the warm-up. Also, if you like, play a game while you watch this video and count the number of random stuff you see in my back garden. You'll see so many things. There is bunting, there are flags, there are soldiers, there is broomsticks, road signs. There's a lot of weird stuff here. Don't blame me, blame my parents. Around 12 p.m. every day, that's when I work out, right? And that's when my next door neighbor cooks a curry. Like every day, she just cooks a curry around 12 p.m. So I'm trying to work out and all I can smell is like the best curry ever. I have considered writing a note and putting it in a letterbox and just being like, smells really good. Because then, you never know, she may deliver some. I can't even eat curry because of my food intolerances. I don't care, I would sacrifice that, you know what I mean? Anyway, warm up is nearly done. I just have one more round, then we'll get onto the good stuff. I am going to start the first round. Basically, I have this app called Tabata Timer. It's free from the App Store. You can just set up any sort of exercise time intervals you want. What I have done is I've set up 7 rounds, 1 minute of exercise and 10 seconds rest. I'm gonna be doing 4 rounds of that. Let's grab the exercises. Realistically, 1 round should take around 8 to 9 minutes because you have to factor in the rest intervals. So this is gonna be quite the workout. First up, jumping lunges, then a squat hold, then push up, shoulder tap. So like push up, shoulder tap, plank, bicycle kicks, burpees, mountain climbers. Sounds good? Let's get to it. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing down under the water. Until what a world, I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna sing. So I just finished the first round, and what I will say is I think that 1 minute intervals is a little bit too long. They'd be better off doing, like, I get the whole idea of every minute on the minute. It's a really good way to remember things, but you'd be much better off doing 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and do the 7 rounds that way. In my opinion, it's really hard to sustain those type of exercises for a minute at a time, even for someone like me that is fairly well trained. I had to make modifications. I had to stop for rest breaks, which is fine, but I just worry that people that are beginners, for instance, and they're doing things like this, they're gonna have to stop a lot and reset, and sometimes that can get you down a little bit, so that's something to be very cautious of. Make sure you are pacing yourself throughout the whole minute. I'm gonna get a drink of water and then I'm gonna go into round 2. I did 3 rounds of the every minute on the minute and it killed me. Like I said, 1 minute is quite a long time for those exercises. Then after the 4 rounds, which I only did 3, there is a 5-minute ab blast. I'm pooped. I am all out of energy. I've been working out for like an hour and a half now and I just received some news which is not good and it's like riled me up a little bit, so I need to go and like have a bit of a cry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my yoga mat away and then I'm going to take you guys upstairs where the lighting is a little bit better and I can just sit and chill and have a bit of reflection. Okay, change of location. I decided to come and sit in the front room so I can like laze back on this couch because I need it right now. They were both really, really good workouts. Is this program suitable for beginners? Yes and no. Okay, the reason so I would say it is suitable for beginners is that there are a lot of modifications. So if you can't add weight or add a band to something, then that's perfectly fine. You can do the exercises with your body weight. But the reason that I would say that it's not necessarily for beginners are like the workout that I just did, the every minute on the minute one. If you are a straight up beginner, doing a 1 minute plank will be extremely difficult. And as I said, you could then argue that that's okay, just do what you can and then move on to the next exercise once that minute is over. but it does create a little bit of mental turmoil. You may feel a little bit defeated if you can't do that minute, but then in another sense, it gives you something to work towards. So I have a lot of mixed opinions as to whether it's good for beginners, and there are a few exercises, like in the first workout I did, for instance, the kneel to squat. If I was a beginner and even just reading the description of that exercise, I'd be really confused. I think that this type of training is really, really good if you want to be functionally fit. If you want to build muscle and strength and you've already been lifting weights previously, you may not find that your strength increases from workouts like this. But if you are going from nothing, or if you're going from light workouts to this style of training, you will notice a slight strength and endurance increase. The thing that I really like about exercises like the HIIT workout, like the EMOM, are that you recover really quickly. So after I finished a set, you know, I only needed about 1 or 2 minutes recovery and I was ready to go for the next round. It was challenging for me. Like, I am quite surprised at how challenged I felt by it, considering I've been at this fitness thing for quite a long time. I do quite a lot of training. I did enjoy it. It was a different stimulus. It was a new stimulus. I hate the feeling of lactic acid buildup. I hate it so much. So I had to kind of push through that mentally. That was a big challenge for me. I think that these girls have done really well. I don't know how much input they actually had into the guide itself. They may have just put their names to it. Like, I don't know if the trainers behind it did the whole entire thing. Not too sure. If they have put a lot towards it, then they've done a really, really great job. $19.95 for this ebook, in my opinion, is really, really good value for money. You're getting 6 weeks of training. It has frequently asked questions. It has a lot of information in there. I would have no issue recommending it to beginners with an asterisk, just because of what I said before, intermediates, advanced. I think it's great, to be honest. What I really think is great is that these girls, you know, they started their social media platform doing beauty and fitness and lifestyle, and they've expanded it to health and fitness. And that means that the people that look up to them, because there'll be a lot of young girls that find them inspiring, are now looking to incorporate more health and fitness in a healthy way into their lifestyle, rather than doing crash diets or heaps of cardio or anything like that. I think that sends out a really, really great message. If you want to see more videos like this, me trying out programs or trying out nutrition stuff, any of that sort of fun stuff, do let me know, because I had a lot of fun with this and it honestly does get me out of my comfort zone, and I like to stay in my comfort zone, which is not always the best thing. This did help me improve my mood today. I really enjoyed it. I did something different. My quads are gonna feel this. Like, my quads are burning right now. Make sure to share this video around, because I think that a lot of people could maybe get insight, and then they could go and get the program themselves and start their own new fitness journey. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're all staying safe and staying home doing your at-home workouts, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video, where I'm going to be making protein fluff, and I cannot wait.